I was playing around with the audio effects, and I found this voice, and I think it's pretty hilarious. It's a little bit high-pitched, but I think it's funny. Alright, anyway, enough of that. No, seriously, enough of that. Seriously, give me my voice back. Come on! Alright, baby, come on.
Alright, I think I'm good. Alright, so what I want to talk about today was a few books I've been reading. I've been on kind of like a reading kick lately. I've read like 5 books in the past 2 weeks, which is amazing for me since last summer I could barely get through the one book I had for summer reading. So really I want to talk about one of the books in particular. I'll let you in on the books that I read though first. Okay, so the first one I read was one of Ellen DeGeneres' books called The Funny Thing Is... It was really good, light reading. It's just really funny stuff. Then number 2, Hater by David Moody. My friend wanted me to read this book. He's into like kind of gory things, and not that this is really gory, but I mean, you know, look at that, it's like in blood. So, I don't know, it's about this guy, and all of a sudden people start like changing into these haters, and they just start like killing people like randomly. They'll just all of a sudden like something will change, and they'll be like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Except they don't say it. It's an interesting book. I didn't like the ending, but it was a good book. Number 3, I read a book of poetry by Oscar Wilde. I liked his book, The Picture of Dorian Gray, so I figured I might like some of his poetry, and it was a good book of poetry. There were a few lines in there that particularly struck me that I wrote down. Ambition, love, and all the thoughts that burn we lose too soon, and only find delight in withered husks of some dead memory. Some love too little, some too long, some sell and others buy. Some do the deed with many tears, and some without a sigh. For each man kills the thing he loves, yet each man does not die. So he's a good guy. Number 4, Tell No One by Harlan Coben. Really, really good book. My dad's fiance gave it to me. It was a New York Times bestseller. Really good suspense book. It says suspense at its finest on the front. But no, really, it's a really good book about some guy who, his wife was apparently murdered 8 years ago from when the book was being told, and it's like this whole crazy thing. He gets an email from his wife, and he like sees his wife on this link that he clicked. Crazy thing, and it's like all of his gyrations to figure out if it's really her, and this whole thing. Crazy. Read it in like 2 or 3 days, which is like amazing for me because I'm a pretty slow reader to begin with. So yeah, really good book. Okay, and then the last book that I've read, which literally took me maybe a day, 2 days, a day and a half. This one, Keeping You a Secret by Julianne Peters. It's basically like a teenage lesbian love story. It's about this girl who doesn't know that she's gay, and this new girl that comes to school, and all of a sudden she's like attracted to her, and she's like, oh my god, I always want to be around her. And it's basically their whole story. It was a really good book too, and I wish it hadn't ended so soon because I finished it so quick. But it was a really good book. I would definitely recommend it to you guys. It actually had some questions in the back that I thought some of them were pretty interesting, so maybe I'll answer those for you. Can you think of a time in your life when you didn't acknowledge the truth about yourself? Well, yeah. I'm gay, so in the beginning of when I was figuring things out, I didn't want to admit it to myself. I was like, no. You know, okay, whatever. I like a girl, or I like these girls, or whatever. I'm not gay, I'm bi, or something. I could always be with a guy. Whatever, it'll be fine. I didn't want to admit it, and then I started to think about things. I started to think about the relationships that I'd had with guys, and I was just like, yeah, now it all makes sense, because you're gay. Coming out is a difficult personal process. What do you think makes it so hard for most people? If you're going through the coming out process, describe your experiences, both positive and negative. I am, actually, in the coming out process. I have had a fairly good experience coming out, not gonna lie. My mom's taken it well. All of my friends who I've told have taken it awesome. They're like, yeah, I don't care who you like, you know, it doesn't make you any different of a person, which is awesome, because it doesn't. It doesn't change who I am. Like, yes, it's a thing, and it's important to know about me, I guess, because it's ultimately who I'm gonna end up with, but it doesn't change my personality or anything about who I am or who I've been. I'm still the same dorkwad that I've always been. I think what makes it so hard is, number 1, you have to admit it to yourself. You have to come out to yourself. You have to, you know, figure things out, which is not always the easiest thing. It wasn't for me because I was oblivious to life most of the time, so I was kind of like, boop, light bulb, oh my god, now it makes sense. But yeah, you have to admit it to yourself, and then I feel before you come out with it to other people, you need to be comfortable with it. You need to think about it and say it to yourself a few times and get comfortable with, okay, this is, you know, this is it. This is what I am, and it doesn't change anything, and this is cool. Then you have to tell other people. And there's 2 things that are hard about this part. number one, you don't know how they're going to react. Parents, they're touchy. You don't know. You live in their house. You don't want to get thrown out. It's difficult. You're afraid. They've had expectations. And then number two, it's awkward to bring it up, and that's the problem that I've been having a lot lately. It's not so much that I care what other people are going to react. I'm not really afraid. It's just I don't want to have to bring it up. I felt awkward bringing it up in conversation, like all of a sudden just sitting there. Oh, hey, by the way, guess what? I like girls. But you know what I mean? Like, I would not have a problem if people knew. Like, if I could just, like, stamp an L on my forehead or something, or, like, have a rainbow, or, I don't know, something for a day that just says, hey, I'm gay. I don't care who knows at this point. That's why I don't care where I post it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me who knows. Because this is me, and I'm not going to change who I am, and I'm not going to be one of those people to choose to be in the closet forever. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Do you think being gay is a choice? As a lesbian or gay person, are there choices to be made in the way you live your life? Being gay is not a choice. You are born that way. As a gay person, I don't like the word lesbian, by the way. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing of mine. I don't like it. I don't like using the word. I'd rather just say, hey, I'm gay. Go talk to Michelle in the Beaver Bunch on that one. She doesn't like the word lesbian either. Okay, so are there choices to be made? In my head, no. There's not choices to be made. There are certain politicians, Governor McGreevy, who decided to ignore their feelings, marry a woman, and have kids, and be the governor of New Jersey, and then all of a sudden be like, hey guys, wait a second, I gotta tell you something. I am a gay American. Oh hey, sorry wife and kids, my bad. What the fuck? I could never do that. To me, there is no choice. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna live my life loving who I love, who I'm meant to love. I'm not gonna make choices. My life would be easier if I was straight. So let me just pretend. I have longish hair. I don't look gay. Like, I can do it. I could do it. No, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't lie to myself. There is no choice to be made. There's not, if you want to be true to yourself. So yeah, this book, really good. You should get it. Maybe, if you want, if you're gay, really good book. Or this book. This is not gay at all, but it's a really good book. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Hoping to make another video soon. I don't know why I have so much energy. I really don't know. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, and I will see you soon. Comment, subscribe, whatever, message me, comment me. If you have questions that you want me to answer, anything at all, really, I'd be down. So, I am shaking the whole fucking thing. So I will see you when I decide to make another video that is not boring, and hopefully not this fucking long. God, I need to not talk so much. Okay. Have a good however long till I see you. Okay, bye. There were a few lines that struck me that I wrote down. There were a flu. The fuck. Coming out is a difficult personal. You fucker. Fuck you. Excuse me.